Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to talk a little bit about these goggles, and we're going to talk about audio and getting the best audio with your HDZero goggles. Cool feature of these goggles obviously is that you can record audio while you're flying, and not audio on the quad, but audio from your goggles, so you can talk, narrate, do all those kind of things. Really handy feature. I use this feature a lot, love it. It's super handy, especially for someone like me who likes to talk while they're flying and likes to share the experience and stuff. Super great. For racers, really good. You can talk through your packs while you're doing your laps or whatever in your practice. But if you get crappy audio, then it's not that great. You don't want to share that. It might be okay to use for yourself internally, but it's really awful sometimes. What can you do to improve that? You've got basically just a built-in mic. That is a terrible option. It will work, but it is terrible. You're going to get all kinds of fan noise, everything else. It's just going to sound abysmal, awful, a bit like this. So this is audio from the built-in mic. Bring it down on my head here like this, so you can hear what the internal mic sounds like when it's recording. It is absolutely abysmal, as you can tell. The other option you have is you have an external mic, and you've got several ways you can do that with the external mic. The one that I've been using, this one here, this was recommended by Ryan Quellet, and it works. It's pretty well. It's definitely better than the internal mic, but it has the same problem that the mic does, is that it's so close to these that it picks up all the fan noise and everything else, and it sounds, I don't know, it's a little much. I don't know, maybe like the gain is too much or something. I don't know. You can run it through some filters and it sounds okay. It's not great, but it's a little better than it was. Here's what it sounds like when you don't do any filters. This is the audio from the external mic that Ryan Quellet mentioned, and as you can see, it's not terrible. It's pretty good. This is the next morning, so ambient noise and everything is slightly different, so that might give it a little bit of an advantage from yesterday, where the neighbor was making all kinds of racket with his vacuum and everything else over there. So there is that difference, but to be as fair as I can be, this is about all I can do. And as you can see, that's not ideal. It's kind of down, just terrible. You can do a little bit of noise reduction, which I typically do, and then you'll get a little bit better result. It'll sound a bit like this. And now this is the audio cleaned up with a little bit of noise cancellation from Final Cut, and you can see it's way better than it was before. Again, not fabulous, but not terrible. So, you know, it is what it is. And if you like the flexibility of this, which I do, I like the flexibility of this mic right here. It's pretty handy. You don't have an extra wire. It's, you know, right there. The big problem with it is when you come down like this, now you're closer to your mouth, and so the audio sounds a bit different, and you've got to account for that, and which is a little bit of a pain in the butt if you are switching back and forth. But you know, who wants to go through that? We want something that's just going to work. That's where today's little find comes in, courtesy of my buddy Propsoff. He posted a video the other day. I'll have it linked down in the description. You can go check that out. He tested out this lavalier mic, and if you don't know what a lavalier mic is, it's basically an external mic. It's going to sit down here like on your lapel or wherever, a little bit farther away, and hopefully get away from like the fans and that kind of stuff, and maybe give you a little better consistency. Like I've had weird stuff where, like, if I had the goggles up like this, I'd have one type of audio. When I bring them down, of course, the mic is closer to me because it brings it down, and it sounds, you know, it's a little much. Sometimes my voice kind of gets a little overpowering on there, and then sometimes it's really faint. So this should help with that, because it sets the mic at a particular place and then it stays in that place. And no matter how you put in your goggles or whatever, it's going to be in a consistent distance from your mouth, your face, and so hopefully the audio sounds better. It comes with a really nice case right here. Not sponsored. Bought this out of my own money. It's pretty cheap, like 12 bucks or something the other on Amazon. There'll be a link down in the description. You can go check that out. It's an affiliate link, so if you do buy that, I do get a little kickback, but it doesn't cost you anymore, so I would appreciate that if you do. It's got a nice long cord. Put this a little bit of a distance away from you, you can. What I've been doing with it is I've been putting this on my lanyards. Let me show you this. Let me bring this down here. You can see where I've got that. So you can see I've got it right here on my lanyard. And that seems to work pretty well. What I usually do is I'll run this like I do my goggle battery. I'll run it down through my shirt, which keeps it out of the way. I won't pull on it inadvertently, like if I move my arms or whatever, I'm not gonna inadvertently grab it that way. By the way, you guys like the background here with the video playing while I'm talking? I think that was kind of cool. This is just flights of mine, my favorite flights. You can go check those out. Link in the description. I post all my my favorites. I link them in there from like all the time I've been flying. So you'll see a wide variety of flying and a wide variety of good, bad, and different. But these are some of my favorites over the years that I've been flying. There's some goes way back, and then there's some that's more recent. Those are all pretty good. You should go check those out and you know, give them a thumbs up if you like them. So this is audio from my camera that you're hearing right now, and we're going to switch that audio over to the drone now. So now you're getting the audio from my goggles, the feed from that, and hopefully you can tell a bit of a difference there with the camera versus this. You know, they both have pros and cons there, but anyways, I kind of want to give you a feel for this right here. This will be the raw output from it here, so you can see what that sounds like. I'm going to tweak the volume down just a smidge, like I like to do, to bring the peaks out just a little bit, and I'll do that right now. So now I've brought the peaks down just a little bit. Still the audio, not filtered, not doing any noise suppression, none of that with the audio from the goggles, not the drone, the goggles. And now I'm going to do a little bit of noise cancellation with it. That'll be now. And so here is the volume's brought down a little bit of noise cancellation, and you can see what that sounds like. And now we'll go back to the phone. And here it is from the phone. So you tell me, is it a lot better? I think it's a whole lot better. Anyways, I'm going to leave you guys with some footage from this morning with me talking and the audio directly out of the goggles. The only adjustment I made was I brought down the volume on it just like a couple dB, just to take the peaks off of it a little bit, to kind of level it out a little bit. If you guys want one of these, you got HDZero goggles and you want a good mic for your HDZero goggles, go check this out. I think it works pretty well. It's definitely a thumbs up for me, but you know, you guys decide for yourselves. Anyways, I'm gonna leave you with the footage, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, here we go. Let's see here. All right, test out a new mic. And we'll do a little practice here. A little warm up here a little bit. It's been a few days since I've flown. Not too bad. Not the food. Not too bad. Let's get warmed up here. Not too shabby. Not bad first shot. I messed that up. I messed that up. 20 seconds. I blew that. Ooh, that was close. That was super close. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, All right, better land it. Boom. Not too bad. I will see how that mic did, recording me and everything else. Oh. I think I've got this thing on auto. Let's see. Got auto. Still recording, it says.